Hello everyone, welcome to the SoMuchTech channel. Most high-end smartphones these days boast bleeding-edge camera capabilities that allow users to capture their favorite moments with ease. Be it recording high-resolution videos or clicking night shots, a phone can do it all. While most handsets get the job done equally well, there's one or the other factor that takes them ahead of others. That's why in today's video, we will break down the top 5 best camera phones you can buy this year, based on online reviews, product quality, and price. For more information on the product, I've included links in the description down below. So, let's get started. Number 1. Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max. When it comes to pocketable powerhouses, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is right up there. Even though it's thick, photographers will love it for its small size and plenty of power and camera features. The lack of a professional mode for manual photography is a real disappointment, but the 15 Pro's 48-megapixel RAW images still manage to get great results. Among the best, if not the best, phone photo processing I've ever seen is the automated mode. The new 5x telephoto camera on the iPhone Pro Max also allows for greater depth of field than before and provides a more attractive natural blur effect when taking photographs, adding even more compatibility with monitors and camera equipment. The iPhone 15 series has now adopted the USB-C connector, adding a ton of utility and ease. The new iPhone 15 Pro may be pricey, but it's a strong phone with a great camera, plenty of processing power, and a long battery life. If you're an Apple fan who prefers smaller phones, the iPhone 15 Pro is a clear choice. The camera's reduced capabilities, which are still very good at 3x, will impress you. However, the 15 Pro Max is my number 1 pick if you're looking for a large phone with an excellent camera experience. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. Because of its adaptability, the Galaxy S24 Ultra maintains its position as the second-best camera phone. However, Samsung has made significant improvements to the overall image quality, making this phone an excellent pick for any photo scenario. Taken with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, photos appear more authentic. Even though it retains the 200-megapixel primary sensor, the new version is far better in every way, including color accuracy and dynamic range. Photos with a fuzzy backdrop look more real than digital, and the camera consistently produces the same results. Whether the Galaxy S24 Ultra's 5x magnification is a decrease from the 10x zoom on the Galaxy S23 Ultra is, of course, the major question. Images from the most recent S24 Ultra may not have the same level of granular detail, but they are still noticeably superior. Even though the zoom isn't seen as far, most photographs merely appear better because of the greatly reduced noise and increased color. The Galaxy S24 Ultra continues Samsung's tradition of excellent phone cameras with a plethora of excellent settings. Both portrait and food modes are fantastic at enhancing your photos by blurring the backdrop and making your food look appetizing rather than bland. If I want to get the most out of each shot, even when I have no idea what I'll be shooting, my go-to camera is the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It continues the legacy of its predecessor by being able to handle everything, and it consistently outperforms the competition. Number 3. Google Pixel 8 Pro. The primary camera on the Pixel 8 Pro is light years ahead of its predecessor, the Pixel 7 Pro. Although the reasons for this upgrade aren't always obvious. While the numerical value is lower, the wider aperture is preferable, since it allows more light to get through, and the improvement is exponential rather than linear. The camera's lens has an f1.65 aperture, which is broader than last year's lens's f1.9 aperture. The Pixel 8 Pro's f1.65 lens is a remarkable improvement from last year's Pixel 7 Pro, which had an utterly uninspiring f1.9 aperture. You see, the figures are all over the place, and it's not exactly a feature you can brag about. While there are many other considerations, one is that the main camera on the iPhone 15 Pro has an f1.8 lens, which will not allow as much light through. While the Pixel 8 Pro did a better job with some photos than the iPhone 15 Pro Max did with others, the iPhone excelled in low light and nighttime shots. That is unexpected, although Google does have some grounds for boasting. The Pixel 8 Pro outperforms the iPhone when it comes to macro photography, and it also allows you to get far closer to your subject, even if that's not your intention. Compared to the iPhone, the Pixel 8 Pro was also noticeably superior at handling food shots. In low light, the iPhone's natural look may make food look nasty. An improved camera with editing capabilities is preferable. Google Photos is a dedicated app for the Pixel 8 family. so you can edit your photos right after taking them. The functions it offers are exclusive to this phone and not found on any other Pixel phone, Android phone, iPhone, or desktop computer. Number 4. Apple iPhone 15. Even though the iPhone 15's rear camera configuration is identical to that of the iPhone 14, the lenses used are different. Actually, the 12-megapixel ultra-wide hasn't changed much, but the primary camera's 48-megapixel lens is identical to that of the 14 Pro. Keep in mind that this isn't the same sensor as the one used in the larger iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max. Still, it's a huge improvement over the 12-megapixel primary camera on the iPhone 14 and the A16 Bionic, which powers the previous generation of Apple's mobile processor, and the improved image pipeline technology, which includes a photonic engine and computational photography, provides some neat new photography features. You can capture up to 4K at 60 frames per second, and the quality is still top-notch. Cinematic mode is fun to use because it lets you focus on a specific subject or item while shooting and gives your films a little focus feel. You can always go back and choose a new emphasis subject if you aren't satisfied with your first selection. It takes decent photos in low light and has a great 12-megapixel true-depth lens for selfies. Plus, with a single tap, you can turn almost any selfie into a portrait. Without a doubt, these cameras are the most impressive we have ever seen on an iPhone's entry-level model. Neither the telephoto nor the macro capabilities are as great as those on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and they aren't nearly as nice. This is everything you should desire or require in an iPhone without the Pro designation. But if you insist on having it, be prepared to pay a premium. Number 5. Google Pixel 7a. While previous Pixel A phones have provided excellent camera experiences, the Pixel 7a continues the trend, but this time the hardware is just as impressive as Google's computational photography and AI-powered image processing. With this addition, Google ditched the 12.2-megapixel primary camera in favor of a 64-megapixel sensor, which is noticeably bigger than its predecessor. With more light coming in, photos come out looking more detailed, and this camera phone is now competing with the Galaxy A54 on price. The Pixel 7a isn't always the best choice because of its preference for dark hues. This camera phone is fantastic for the price because it takes superb images in low light and has a top-notch portrait mode. Several remarkable capabilities, such as photo unblur for restoring blurry old photos and the magic eraser for erasing undesired people, are powered by the Tensor G2 chipset. Plus, even in direct sunlight, your images will look great on the 6.1-inch screen. So that's it for the best camera phones of this year. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive notifications of our latest videos.